Tom, we've had an alien sighting right here in Adelaide.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is nice because nobody ever comes to Adelaide.
Cool,
so,
Fox and Mulder.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a weird one. There's a bunch of flickering lights in the sky north of Adelaide at about 8:45 p.m. on Saturday. So they just look like a bit of an anomaly, a bit weird. People are saying it could be drones, but other people, experts, are saying drones don't really go that high. So what could
Experts?
it be?
Alien experts or drone experts?
A mixture of experts from the group chat / Facebook page, UFO sightings of Adelaide. So take it as you will. But yeah, there's a split 50-50 of people that, are discussing whether it's plausible that aliens are actually here in Adelaide.
What do you think it could have been?
I always jump to the conclusion that it's probably a plane or aircraft.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently the lights look a bit different to how they would usually look, and how they're formed and how they were flickering is a bit odd.
Well, we have to keep our eye out on what's going on there.
Also, they were found in Semaphore, so, going for an ice cream at Copenhagen, it seems. Checking out the Odeon Cinema down there. Otherwise, in news, we have in the Olympics, the breakdancing will not return to the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028.
Really?
This is not off the recent results or anything that's happened.
It's not
ray gun.
It's not because of ray gun.
No, it's not. They decided it wouldn't be in the Olympics before this Summer Games even started.
Right, okay.
But there's talk of new sports being confirmed for the 2028 Olympics. We're going to see cricket there after a 128-year hiatus.
Not like a test, right?
No, so it's going to be 2020 format.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's going to see other new sports like squash and flag football being added. Also, the return of baseball, softball, and lacrosse. Very in tune with it being Los Angeles.
There you go. 4 years' time, we'll have even more new sports to talk about when the Olympics comes back.
Yeah, can't wait.
When you think of committing a crime, it sounds heavy, right? But what about microcrimes?
Yep. So we're talking petty, little, tiny crimes that aren't properly illegal.
Yeah. So a microcrime is basically a small crime that most people might do on the daily, and it's nothing that can get you really into too much trouble. But in the eyes of the law, it's still not technically okay. But I mean, I was doing a bit of research on microcrimes, and it turns out 3/4 of British people commit microcrimes.
Right.
And I feel like we'd be lying to ourselves if we said we didn't commit one, whether it's daily here or there or a while ago,
Yeah. Don't incriminate yourself. Are you about to reveal that you're the serial ding-dong dasher of Adelaide? I know it's not illegal. It's just a bit annoying, but that's me.
Well, no, I feel like we need to go to the text line. Of course, this is going to stay completely anonymous. We want to know what microcrimes are you committing, Adelaide?
So I knew a guy that he would take stickers off things in the shop and take a cheap sticker for something that's not a hefty price and put it on something more expensive and then get it scanned and it would go through. But in saying this, it also sounds maybe that's a little bit more than micro.
There's a lot of premeditation in that. I mean, a classic one is same at the supermarkets. Scanning something through as something else. I feel like everyone's done it here or there. I've heard of one guy who would cut the stems off of broccoli to bring the weight down so it costs less money.
It just seems a bit arduous and taxing to bring a pair of scissors or whatever, start hacking off stems of broccoli.
I'm sure you could probably just break it.
I don't know. It just seems like, why would you do that? I'm sure it's not that much of a difference in price.
Do you sometimes steal a cheeky grape from the grapes
so
in the
I was going to
supermarket?
say that out of all the microcrimes I do, it would be, if I'm going through and there's a punnet of grapes, I'll take a few for that. Yeah.
What about jaywalking?
Jaywalking? Yeah, sometimes.
I feel like everyone jaywalks. You
Yeah.
see it all the time. Everyone always jaywalks. I don't even know how much of a crime jaywalking is anymore. I feel like if the traffic's clear, you'd be pretty tough to get pulled over.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
I'm not sure about the details on the jaywalking. I'm sure it's not allowed, but I feel like people turn a blind eye a bit.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people on quiet roads might speed a little bit. That's another classic one. But we want to hear, what's your microcrimes, Adelaide? What microcrime are you committing? Whether it's on the daily, whether it's just here or there, or it happened ages ago. We want to hear, what's your microcrime? We'll keep you completely anonymous.
To kick it off, this is a very micro crime. When I was younger, my friends and I used to take the air caps off people's tyres.
Oh.
Didn't let the air out or anything, just wanted to collect them.
Just...
That is a micro crime in that sense as well. That is, you collecting these small little things. It is a weird one, isn't it? Why would you collect that? I think it's weirder than stamps. Stamps and coins are boring enough. You're collecting little tyre caps.
Hey, another text here from Kelly. Hi, guys. This is probably pretty bad, but sometimes I don't put my seatbelt on when I'm in a rush and only put it on 5 minutes after driving.
Yeah, I guess so. A bit unsafe. Definitely keep wary of that one. Morning, gents. So my microcrime is I like to add half hour to my timesheet for work. So if I start at 6, I put 5:45. Then when I finish at 4, I'll put 4:15. This way I get paid for my lunch break. And they've sent an emoji with a bunch of beers.
Might have to take a leaf out of that person's
it's a good
book.
one.
Yeah. Hey, another microcrime here. Hey, lads, yesterday I turned left onto a road which was a microcrime after the hours of 7:30 to 5:30. However, didn't get away with it.
Wow.
$600 fine and 3 demerit points. Great start to the week.
Yeah, big fine, that one.
I mean, that's a tough one.
We've got someone here saying big time ding dong dash culprit here, and also
I'd love to know how old they are.
In the heyday of ding dong dashing. And of course this one here, morning lads, being a type 1 diabetic, I'm known for eat drink first before paying when needed. Right, okay.
There you go. Hey, somebody's texted in here as well. I just drive 60 kilometre in all the 50 kilometre zones.
What?
Jeez, all right. That's I don't know how micro that is.
The micro seems to be diminishing as a line.
Yeah.
It's getting thinner and thinner.
Of course, we are keeping everybody anonymous, and we're going to an anonymous caller on the line. Good morning, anonymous caller. What is your micro crime?
Yeah, good morning, guys. How you going?
Yeah, very well. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Look, it could be seen as a bad thing, but the reality is it's an accepted thing. So I work in the produce industry, and basically it's try before you buy for our customers, but probably put it in perspective. I've sort of been in the industry for about 10 years and I've never paid for a banana for my family. So the reality is that box that's missing a couple of hands of bananas, that's samples for our customers. Let's look at it that way.
Yeah, okay. So lifetime supply of bananas, that's it's not a bad one.
Have you ever gotten sick of bananas? Is there any other fruit you could take for the fam?
Oh, there's certainly plenty available, but you know they're the easy ones to just say that's a sample. So yeah.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, move in, boys. We've got him.
The banana thief has revealed himself.
Yesterday, we were talking about driving icks. We asked you, Fresh Fam, what's your biggest driving ick? It came off this new survey that just came out, and the number one driving ick was people driving too slow in the right-hand lane.
Yeah, I mean, that was amongst a lot of them, you know, things with parking, bad parking, like you said, driving slow. There were heaps of things that really got the Fresh Fam a bit rolled up.
Yes, and when we came to the conclusion after taking a few phone calls, everyone seems to think, Adelaide drivers seem to think that other Adelaide drivers are a bit rude and, to be honest, just pretty average at driving.
Yeah, the consensus was, you know, Adelaide people do band together. We're one of the smaller cities. We do love each other. We get along. But when it comes to behind the wheel, you're down each other's throats and you're mortal enemies.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And yes, we all think that we're bad drivers, but no one thinks that they're a bad driver, just everyone else on the road. So we're going to you now, Fresh Fam. Get a little bit silly with us for a Tuesday morning. We want you to dob in a bad driver.
Yeah, I mean...
Who are they? Why are they a bad driver? What did they do to make them a bad driver? We just want you to dob in some bad drivers so we can get a gauge of how bad Adelaide drivers truly are.
And we want to hear the story in detail. What actually happened that deems them as the worst in Adelaide?
Yeah, it could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could just be... it could be absolutely anyone.
It could be some jerk you've seen on the road this morning that's irked you a little bit. You don't even have to know them by name.
Give us the rego number.
Give us a rego and a description and we'll try and work it out.
It's time for you, Adelaide, to dob in a bad driver.
I mean, I remember when... years ago when you were learning to drive and we were on the way to rowing practice.
Oh, no.
And we're in the car with your mum and I was in the back seat and it was one of those that we got up to the rowing bit where there's all grasslands and stuff and then there's boulders, these bollard things on the side. Not boulders. These bollards on the side. And you just floored it. I don't know what happened. You just let it slip, pedal to the metal, and climbed climbed up it. The car was on an angle looking upwards. And I just remember, I don't know what we did. I think we just went to training and it was kind of like, oh, Mum, you can sort this.
Well, what happened was I thought I had my foot over the brake. Turns out I had it over the accelerator. And then I quickly took it off the accelerator and slammed down on the brake.
Smacked it.
Only to know that, again, I missed the brake and slammed on the accelerator again. And I mounted my mum's car on a wooden bollard.
And it's unfortunate that it was in a public space.
In front of all our friends.
You would rather it, right? You know, be in front of strangers. You would never see them again. But these are 17-year-old guys that won't live it down for another 10 years. Still get reminded of it.
Hey, let's head over to Glenelg North. We've got Cara on the line. Cara, dob in a bad driver.
Yeah, I'm actually dobbing in myself.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
A self-dob. Why are you so bad, Cara?
What'd you do?
Well, I got my license when I was 16, and in the remaining 4 years between 16 and 20, I had 7 car accidents.
Wow,
and rode off 2
7?
I rode off 2 cars. One of them wasn't even my car.
Oh, my God. Whose car was it?
It was this woman I hit. I was driving a massive XC Falcon station wagon, and she was driving a Datsun, and she really didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Cara, have you gotten much better at the driving, or what's the go?
Yeah, are you banned from the roads, or?
I currently drive an old Astra, and it just has bits that fall off it randomly. I don't know what I've hit.
Yeah, got a lot of duct tape on it.
I just get home and there's a bit missing, so I'm like, oh, oops.
Yeah, right.
Eventually,
Cara, you sound a bit like Mad Max to me.
Eventually it'll be like the Flintstones, just a frame. All the pieces have fallen off.
Good on you, Cara. Thanks for getting involved.
Plenty of texts coming in. My mate's nickname is called Haystack because he drove into a haystack in the hills. It was like a movie, went everywhere from Dan. See, that's one of the unfortunate ones that, you know, you could run into anything in a car and you probably won't get a nickname. The fact that it's so odd, so bizarre that it's a haystack, of course you're going to get a nickname
How do you even do that? Another one here. Stitching up my misso. I swear she drives with 2 feet. She brakes like a maniac. Tailgates, hits curbs, can't park, forgets to indicate or turn lights on. It's genuinely scary. I can't drive with her anymore.
I do get that genuine fear aspect as well. Have you been in the car with someone when you're holding on to the side handle the
Every
whole time?
I drive with my sister.
Got the white fist going. No blood circulation because you're so tense.
Another text here. I'd say technique-wise, I'm a good driver. I am aggressive, though, and a big fan of liberal horn use. I too easily.
I remember, a few weeks ago, we were sitting at the Exeter having a drink, and somebody cut someone off on Rundle Street. They horned for, I think it was 40 seconds straight.
It was a long horn. The guy had been taken off. He's down the other end of Rundle Street. This guy's still blowing the horn.
Super glued his palm to the horn there for a bit.
Hey, we're going to head over to Hallett Cove. We got Ellie on the line. Ellie, can you dob in a bad driver?
Yes, my best friend Lucy is so bad.
Okay, why is she so bad? What does she do?
She just doesn't have a look around. Like, she never checks her blind spot, and the number of times that we've nearly gotten into a scrape is just, like, insane.
So she hasn't got into an actual scrape just yet, but it's a few close calls.
Yeah, there've definitely been a few near misses. Like, every single time I get in the car, I, like, literally do the sign of the cross because I'm that concerned.
And Ellie, do you still go driving with her? Do you still get in the car with her, or have you put a ban on? Are you the driver now?
I'm mostly the driver, but I'd only go with her if I absolutely have to. But I always volunteer myself to, be the designated driver.
Yeah, like you said,
fair enough.
Do the sign of the cross, pack the rosemary beads and a Bible, then pray to God it's going to be all right. Tom, with how easy it is to hop on the internet these days, it's so easy to fall victim to getting signed up to some random crap. And it happens all the time. You hear about people getting scammed, signing up to things, and, they end up losing a bit of money or just their time.
Yeah, I've signed up to so many apps before for, like, the 7-day free trial, even streaming services. Signed up for that, 7-day free trial.
Sure.
Completely forgot about it. And then I just get charged.
And that's
and it's always, for some reason, they always charge you for 12 months. It's never just one more month. I got 6 months free to Apple Music, so I swapped over to that for a little bit. And then when it ran out, didn't notice. and I got charged 12 months.
And you feel like such an idiot when it's in bulk paying like that.
It really
months.
broke the bank for me, to be honest.
It's huge. And then you're forced to be, you're sort of, you're a slave to the system then because you're like, I guess I'll stay around and use up the subscription.
I guess I'm an Apple guy
now. But this has to be one of the funniest stories in terms of someone signing up to something accidentally. One of our friends, her dad, he wanted to hop on Uber. He's never done it before.
Right.
And he hops up into the app. He signs up and everything. And then his wife gets to the point where she's starting to see all these weird little droplets of information come through, some bills, some information, letters being posted to the house, stuff like that.
Right.
Turns out, instead of signing up to be an Uber customer, like a passenger, he signed up to be a driver. And then when he got questioned on it,
how do you make that mistake?
Because the whole process to sign up to be a driver, I'm pretty sure, is pretty rigorous.
I
think you have to go through, your license plate, any criminal history.
I tried to sign up back when we were in COVID. I thought, I could do like Uber Eats or something.
That would be the weirdest thing if you picked me up as a driver.
Just Uber Eats. I was like, I'll just do that, bit of extra cash in COVID times when we were in lockdown and stuff.
Maybe take a nugget or two from the bag.
But I tell you what, it is a rigorous process. You have to, they check your, the safety features of the car, your car. So you have to put in, your whole make of your car, your year and everything to make sure it's up to the safety standards for Uber, for then to be able to pick up customers and not be liable.
Well, exactly right.
It is a pretty rigorous process. I don't know, it's very classic boomer energy, not really understanding tech, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he's a bit of an older bloke, but it's bizarre. And apparently, yes, we're talking about how strenuous the process is. He did say to his wife, I thought it was a little bit odd that I had to, talk about the car make and, what I drive and things like that. He was like, it's a little bit invasive, the Uber. I don't know why they're asking so many questions, but it turns out he could get a ding any minute from, Jeremy down the road and have to pick him up.
Has to as well.
Yeah, he's been locked into being an Uber driver.
Hey, get involved with us this morning, Adelaide. What did you accidentally sign up for?
I mean, like we said, there's huge ones, apps, things like that. I signed up for a very stupid app to make a joke. It was like one of those filter ones that puts a moustache on your face. And I forgot to cancel my subscription. And it was something hefty, like $20 every 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
Some horrible scam app that I didn't realise was there. And I thought, well, I may as well use it. May as well put some moustache pictures up.
One that just came to mind. I completely forgot about this. But back when I was, 17, 18, I found this website called Catfax, and you could sign up somebody else's number so they would receive one text a day for 6 months of a different random cat fact. And so I signed up a mate as a stitch up, and it cost me about $50 to do the 6 months. What I didn't realize is they could just text back stop and so they got one cat fact and then never again, and you're $50 just out the window,
forking out the money.
What did you accidentally sign up for, Adelaide?
I mean, one that I feel like is so common, and we got a text here about it. I signed up to the gym after a long lunch with mates, paid up front because I was so confident I'd be ripped. 7 months later, haven't been once, still fat.
Jeez. That is the whole rigmarole of the gym, isn't it? It's always dangerous to do the whole 12-month upfront cost because
big time.
It really does. Every time I've signed up for a gym, multiple times it's happened, and multiple times I've had to cancel. Every time you go for the first 2 or 3 months and you go on at most days, and then it starts to taper off and it's really hard to get it back.
It's so easy to plateau off, and I love how this person did it after a long lunch. You have that guilty long lunch, maybe one too many entrees, and you think, no, I'm going to hit the gym, and you never go.
Another text here. I accidentally signed up for a weather app that cost me $80 for the year.
What, the bomb premium? What are you getting with a weather app for $80? It has to be a scam.
I really don't know. There's so many good free ones.
Hi guys, I have a Dutch name as someone in Holland has accidentally used my email address. We have the same name, and now I keep getting spammed with emails from the Dutch Ministry of Defence from Anarchy.
Yeah, right.
That's a huge one.
That seems like a bit of a
issue.
Maybe
you should try and fix that up.
It's a safety issue.
The Dutch CIA come and round you up for a special mission.
Another text here. Morning, boys. I somehow signed up for KFC and Domino's and I don't know why, but now every day I get a text from each with a deal, and it takes every fibre of my being to not go.
Yeah, I'm on that text line for KFC.
Yeah, I'm on a few of them, actually.
I love this one. Yeah, I accidentally signed up to be a sponsor for a random cat in Italy named Marvin.
Right.
I've grown to like him now, get pictures of him every month.
Is that like the whole Oxfam thing?
I think so. Yeah, that's an interesting one as well. I remember for Christmas, my auntie got me a goat, an Oxfam goat for Christmas. Was really hoping for the new Halo, but the goat will do.
Another one coming through here. I went to this cafe once and you needed to put in your email for the receipt. And since then, I've received a flipping newsletter every week. It was a good cafe, but I don't care that much.
No, why would you? Why would you? Love this one. Accidentally signed up for Grammarly and it's $250 a year. Nearly made me bankrupt. What, to fix your grammar? $250? Get off Grammarly. You don't need spelling.
No. Who needs it these days? Callum, I have to have a bit of a moan and complain and whinge with you. I'm talking about airport security.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, every time you go on a flight, there's always some sort of issue. I'd say going to flights with you in particular, there's something that always happens. I don't know why.
I don't know why as well.
You're not the dodgiest looking guy. Maybe slightly dodgy, but you seem to always get picked on by them and they suss your bag.
Honestly, I always get picked on by security. I don't know what it is, but airport security, I didn't actually get picked on this one time. What happened was, you know how nowadays you have to take your belt off when you're going through the scanner because of the metal buckle or whatever, I suppose. Yeah, so I was wearing pants that are probably a size too big, right?
Yeah, you're going to the Clown Festival in Melbourne.
Don't tell anyone.
Thought I'd get changed early.
So they're probably a size too big. I need a belt with them. Like they fit fine. It's not like stupid looking. But I'm taking the belt off to go through the scanner and I'm holding my pants up. And the guy's like, nah, sorry, mate, you have to put your arms out, sort of like a snow angel sort of vibe.
Well, they've got the diagram there. You have to fit the bill and, extend everything out.
So I've reluctantly put my hands out and I can start to feel my pants slipping and slipping. And they're starting to come down. And luckily I had a long shirt on because otherwise I would have been flashing all the people behind me.
Thank God the muffin top wasn't out. What do you think? What do you think they were thinking? Like, sir, we're not doing a cavity search. You don't have to take your pants off.
I saw him gloving up.
Just a voluntary cavity search. Like, no, it's all good. It's all good.
No, seriously, it's good. Yeah, come on. No, but my pants started to slip down. And I do want to go. I do want to go to the phones here. Love for you to get involved, Adelaide. What happened going through security?
Yeah,
because another one, Adelaide Oval. They have like two sort of rounds of security going into Adelaide Oval. You've got your initial bag check. If you've got a bag, you have to get it checked out, and then onwards from there to the gate, there is a person in between with a metal detector, and they just pull over random people, completely random. I always get pulled over and get searched with the metal detector, and I don't know why.
Well,
I don't know what it is about me.
It seems like a common theme between airports, footy ovals. There's something you just have to check about your look. But, yeah, I mean, going to ask the Fresh fam about the security. It could also be nightclubs, things like that. Have you not been let in? I've definitely not been let in for the weirdest of reasons with like the clothes I'm wearing. Some places so strict and you think, well, it's a t-shirt, it's fine, and they have the fancy dress code rules, stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of places do have those dress codes. Can't get in with even like a collared shirt and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I've definitely had the mullet at certain times and not been let in as well.
I've heard of somebody that didn't get let into the Hennessy wine bar because they had jeans on.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Got this one here from Jenny. Security didn't let me into the club for looking different to my ID. I'd lost about 20 kilos, to be fair, so also felt like a compliment.
There you go.
That's what you want. I mean, yeah, it sucks that you don't get let into the club, but hey, if they're saying you look good, you're looking thinner, it's not too bad.
Jake texted him with something very similar, saying the security at the Woolshed thought I had a fake ID because I looked way younger than 32. Wasn't sure to be annoyed or flattered.
Oh, I'd be flattered. Yeah. You can always go to another club.
Yeah, what, Black Ball?
Yeah, I'll just go next door. Thanks, mate.
Appreciate that.
I'll take my confidence there. This one here. Forgot I had an aerosol in my bag and I had to unpack it in front of everyone when my red G-string fell out. I didn't notice and the security guard shouted to me, holding my underwear. Everyone looked. I was so embarrassed. I would have happily let them chuck it out to save me the embarrassment.
Yeah,
oh,
you would.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, you don't want that. That's a PSA to any airport security guards out there listening.
Well, the guard just dangling it in front of everyone, going like, you.
Hey, Chris has texted in here. My wife always gets pinned at the airport. Funniest thing, because she always makes fun of me for looking dodgy for having a handlebar moustache.
Hey, it can go both ways. Don't have to have a handlebar to look dodgy. This one here, waiting in line for a club on Peel Street, and the security came up and offered us to pay him $50 each to skip the line.
All right.
We said no, and he told us to go to the back of the line.
That's not
That's
on.
terrible.
That's not on. You can't be doing that. Hey, another text here from Lana. I was at Sydney Airport and the undies I was wearing had a small metal heart charm on them. Set off the metal detector and then got strip searched.
I've never heard
All
of a
was
strip
good in
search.
the end.
You hear about it in the movies and stuff, or border security. I've never heard of, just a casual person getting the strip search.
I mean, I think I'm sorry to say, Lana, I think that's on you a little bit.
Yeah.
You should know not to wear those undies going through the scanners.
All right, we got one through here from Jess. Hey guys, whenever we go on a family holiday, my dad always gets pulled aside and searched. He must look like a dodgy character to the guards. Yeah.
Got another text just came through. I had a large mole on my forehead, which I got removed, but the security nearly didn't let me into the Adelaide casino.
What the hell?
Jeez.
Well, because of the mole.
I guess the way it looked, maybe?
Yeah, it must have been a big mole then.